from being the producer, star, and the creative idea behind the Lyricist Lounge show on MTV, to anything Lyricist Lounge sound bombing, to solo work, to EMC with Master Ace, Strict, and Punch. What am I missing? To the latest joint, the joint dropped in 2024 with Stu Bangers, Two Kings. If you don't know, that's on you. But today's guest is Wordsworth.
What's good?
Peace.
Yo, bro.
What's up? You figure this is my first time doing this on TikTok, man.
It's all good. Just tap the screen. It should the camera should come up.
Let me see. Okay, I got you. There we go.
There you go. What up, bro?
What's happening, y'all?
What's going on with you?
Yeah, man.
Look,
Peace.
Everybody, I say this like every couple of weeks. Everybody's first time on TikTok going live is with me in some way, shape, or form. It happens on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So welcome to the club. How you feeling?
I'm great, man. I'm chilling. I'm really doing well. How about yourself?
I ain't gonna look. I tell you, we ain't gonna hold you too long, but I had to get you in here to chop it up a little bit. I appreciate you taking the time. But I already explained. Y'all see who it is, Wordsworth. I know my man Prince want to get in here. I got to bring Prince up. I know he want to be in here.
Especially now.
Yeah. So first of all, congratulations on the new project that just dropped in 2024. That joint is Fire. That's Two Kings, Wordsworth and Stu Bangers.
Thank you.
How did that come about?
You know, I was on Twitter and Stu was playing beats, and I was like, the song that's featuring Ace, Solidified.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I want to write a verse to that. Like, if you could keep it or you don't got to keep it. Right? So he was like, yo, that verse is crazy, man. We should do some more work together. And then we did an album. That's really how it started. Me just hearing the beat on Twitter, and I was like, yo, I want to rock on that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So salute to that man. Shout out to Stu Bangers for real. The album's dope, like I said. From my favorite joint with Elzai.
Oh yeah.
To from start to finish. It's a quite a few guests. Matter of fact, where did you find? This is not a slight. I just haven't seen this name in a minute. Where did you find DV alias Christ?
You know, in actuality, DV alias has been on probably every solo album I've dropped. He might have not been on maybe one, but he's been on all my solo albums since I dropped solo albums, except for like 1 or 2.
Okay.
Maybe 3 if I had to say that because of the other ones. But like he's pretty much in that realm of when I need somebody that's gonna give me something melodic but still keep it grimy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like DV he kind of iconic for kind of starting that style, like that flow, that melodic flow, but still being reputable for street.
Right.
And to this day, he still has that voice, that cadence, and that way to carry a song or to have his voice take a song to the next level. So yeah, DV has been on my second album. I got a couple of songs with DV though, for sure.
Word. That's dope. I love to see it. I've mentioned in the past, I don't know if I mentioned it on here, that two things actually. One, I mention on a regular basis when people are talking about being artists and trying to get to the bag, I'd be like, yo, Mad Skills, after his first album dropped, came back and worked in the parking deck, just like he did before he started rapping.
Right.
And Words was on MTV, and the next morning would be at work, right?
Yeah, I was working while I was on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play that game, man. I had too much fear of not having money, you know what I'm saying? So even when I was doing this show, I worked in the World Trade Center.
Right.
So I was programming SkyTel pages, the pages we used to be all talking about.
Which is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the episode would come on. I filmed all of it in California. I lived in California. Then when I moved back, it started airing. When I moved back to New York, of course, after the season is filmed. And when it would come on every Thursday, I would still be at work all week, and then people watch the episode and come to work and be like, "Yo, why are you still here?" And I was like, "I don't play that game because you're doing a season. It ain't guaranteed money for a year. That's not you're not guaranteed." So I wouldn't play that game. I wanted something consistent, and that's kind of how I live my life in general, just trying to have no gap.
Understood. My bad. I was trying to make sure that the mute button was working. Did anybody else? Let me ask. Does anybody want to throw in a question while we have Wordsworth with us?
So, how often does the Lyricist Lounge stuff still pop up as far as people in trying to get in touch with you or talk to you? Is that their main entry point to like anything still, or does that really come up a lot?
I've written some shows that were like the Lyricist Lounge, like pilots that didn't take off. But I've helped write some stuff with some artists like that you would know, like um, battle rappers, and we've done that. And then people still tap into me about like Lyricist Lounge ideas or like the format, how to do the show. Often I talk to other artists about it, but like for the most part, I'm just like I'm on standby. If somebody wants to do it, I'm always pretty much on standby to be more of a writer, necessarily in front of the camera. I don't mind, but I'm also behind the scenes, knowing how everything runs from it. So I get contacted about it, but it's more so either writing for a show that may be a pilot or to just kind of like consult.
Gotcha. You thought about putting anything up for like anything independent as far as like I know like writing the big stuff, but like maybe even putting something together to just kind of show people like on YouTube or something like get a gang of people together.
Nah, I mean the episodes are out there on YouTube. Four Eyes he's done some dope stuff, like kind of carrying along the tradition of it too. He has some things that he's done like that. Thurston Howell, he's done some things that kind of represent what it was about the essence of it. My vibe on it is it's done. If people want me to go back and do it, and they want to hire me to do it or help me do it, I'll do it. But I've never really had that mindset of like I kind of like do stuff and kind of keep it moving. Like that's kind of my mindset of this kind of what's the next version of me. I'm around if people want to do it. There's been talks about it, of course, like the Lyricist Lounge themselves, Anthony Marshall and Danny Castro. They still actually are interested in getting it like back to what it was. So I have those talks. People contact me about them, but I'm the type of person. This is how I roll. If you want me to do something, hit me when you're ready to really do it. That's kind of how I am. I don't pump fake. Like I'm not a pump faker. If you want to do it, let me know when you're really going to do it.
Word. Speaking of newer versions or updated versions of yourself, you are an author now. Things were just starting. Last time I talked to you, I think things were just starting in the book realm. How's that been?
Oh yeah, I've dropped a couple books now. So I dropped the book "What Words Are Worth" based off of one of my albums. That kind of gives people insight on what I think about. That actually made it to Amazon top 10 poetry books. Wow. And then I also did I did this children's book right here. That's right here called Socks. So it's about creating a world of like what happens to our socks and where our socks go. So I've done that, and then man, since then I've been heavy with the education aspect of doing a lot of stuff. So that's kind of where the realm of what I'm in now. So like I create curriculums. So I teach TV, film, and music production. I created the whole curriculum where I'm at. And then at the University of Miami, I created a curriculum for them that's online. It's called Organized Rhyme. So you can just type on Organized Rhyme, University of Miami, and it's me. I created a songwriter course, and it's live like 24/7. As soon as you pay for it, I come on the screen and I say, "What's up, y'all? It's Wordsworth here to teach you how to write this and that." I actually last semester taught at the Monroe University, a professor of hip hop origins and culture. So um, I do a lot of those things now. I'm just more. I look at it like I tell people I'm like in my Doc Rivers phase of like maybe I didn't win the chip as a player, but I win the chip as a coach. We'll see
Right.
how it's been for me. So yeah, so a lot of the places in the education stuff, I have stuff on these levels of that. So you can like I said, that's a big thing. Like you go to Miami website and you type, you're going to see me as the instructor. You know what I'm saying? So I've been more in that realm of getting things to a point of having books and all this other stuff that I don't really got to be anywhere because I'm everywhere, even while I'm sitting here.
That's fire. I love the fact that we see hip hop in these secondary educational spaces, and you're still teaching, right?
Yeah, yeah. I teach a middle school and I teach, like I said, TV, film, and music production. We've won over 30 awards based on that. I mean, there's a lot with all of that. And then the curriculum. So I just people hire me to write curriculums for them or to write curriculums with them. So I'm currently working on one with another person that's in hip hop culture as well. And then I usually go out with me, John Robinson, Jay Rawls, and Professor James Miles, and we usually go out as us four, and we present at the South by Southwest EDU. So a lot of people don't know the week before the music festival is actually a whole education festival for a week. So
Oh yeah.
we go out there and we actually present the week ahead, and a lot of times we have like a packed room and we make it a show where we present our hip hop and music in the classroom. So we call ourselves the Avengers, and we meet every couple of weeks and plot out what we're going to do going forward, and then we write curriculums. That's what we do. So that's where I'm at with it. It's just like this whole other branches and realms of still rapping and doing music, but hip hop is taking on so many different forms that that's what I focus on.
I'm gonna have to be out there for that next one because I'm close enough. Like, but yeah, I'm ready for that.
It's incredible, man. You should they this one just passed. I believe this one just passed. So probably in the next month or so they'll actually start asking for um, you know, what's that? You gotta like kind of audition what you want your seminar to be about.
Yeah,
You just fill it out, get enough votes for it, and then that one gets picked up. So we've done that. I've done Harvard. Um, what else? I did New York. I did school in New York. Yeah. So that's kind of what my life is now. It's kind of like in that world and realm of just like the education and creative curriculums to be on these major platforms, and then music getting synced. So I have music in Bel Air, um, and like different movies. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's what.
music in Bel Air. I heard your voice in something, and I can't remember what it was. It was a while ago. I was like, I know those words, but I never checked the credits. But I know it was you. I know it was you.
There's a movie called St. Judy that Common's in. I got the last song. As soon as it goes off, that's me. The whole song, big record. And then SpongeBob. Oh, Netflix on Peabody and Sherman.
Hmm.
You'll see me on there as myself as a cartoon with Prince Paul. So yeah, I mean, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just chilling.
I love that. I love that. It's good for people to see that though, because a lot of people don't pay attention. You know, they see people that they know from hip hop, '90s, 2000s, whatever the case may be, and then they don't see them, and they're like, oh, they fell off, blah blah blah. But little do they know, people are elevating to do different things as opposed to just music. But you can still do music anytime you want to because you're you.
Yeah. I've learned. I just try to accept and I try to accept and adapt and understand my age with what I'm doing. And so I try to make sure whatever I'm doing is actually something that'll take care of me down the line, right? So my mindset, the books, I'm working on a card game. I'm working on all these other realms of what I do. So that way I'll be fine. Like, you can hire me when I'm 70 because I have the knowledge of everything. And that's what we hire for nowadays. It's more of the knowledge side. Still do shows. I did actually did a poetry event I was hired to do about this hall, McCullum Hall, that used to be in the Green Book. So I do poetry now too on stage. Some people hire me for that, so I got hired to do that. And all that's on my YouTube page, Wordsworth TV podcast. I got a podcast that's real dope.
Definitely had to ask about that.
Yeah, if you check all the podcasts, man, I got all the people that have put in that work from the '90s and that we came up upon that kind of are like them, forgotten soldiers in a way. So you can check out, man. I got a whole bunch of people on there, man. I got some crazy people on there. So, I'm about to go into season 3 on that. And that's another one of those ideas of kind of like doing the books, right? And doing everything else what I'm supposed to. So me doing the podcast been phenomenal for me because it's a slow grind that's just occurring, right? So I do it. I do a whole bunch of episodes. I upload them. I don't feel the pressure of, I got to have this week and that week. I just go at my own pace, and it's been accumulating followers. And then it'll just be one of those things that just kind of like autopilot. So that's my mindset. How can I live my life autonomously?
I love it. I love it. Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. We appreciate you pulling up, chopping it up, and sharing that information with us.
Yo, real quick,
Go ahead,
right?
Prince.
I don't know if words. I don't know if you remember my cousin Dame Lee. He was on the.
I remember Dame. Since the first day I met Dame.
He was on a show, and I don't know who wrote the skit where he was boxing, like they was boxing in the ring. They was really rhyming.
Yeah, the wrestling skit with
Yeah.
he wrote some of it, and then we wrote some of it. So
Right.
yeah, he wrote. I think he wrote the first half of his rhyme on there, and then we probably wrote some of that. So
That was listen, man. That was a brilliant skit. I had it on VH1. I had it on VHS, and I played the tape till it popped.
oh yeah,
I love that skit. I love the skit where they was robbing the bank.
yeah, he's in
And
that.
he,
Yeah.
the show was a brilliant show, man.
Thank you.
And that particular show, he wanted me to come with him to the set, but I had a meeting with a record label at the time, so I was torn between, you know what I mean, coming to the set because Power had hit me because we had talked to Power before, and Power was like, "Yo, Prince, you coming to the set, right?" I was like, "Yo, I'm supposed to be there with Dame, man, but I got a meeting at Jive Records." I had a meeting at Jive Records when y'all was taping that episode, man, and that was a classic episode.
Yeah,
And I hate I missed it.
yeah. If you look at the show, man, we try to get a lot of our friends on. Once we got out there, I have people flying in, so you can see like Invincible from Detroit on there. I mean, you can see it's a lot of underground in there. Like we were just on some fly out, we get you on the show, fly out, and that's how we would do it. See you later, have a good one. And love you too. So that was how we would do it. Like if you would have got there, we would have found you something. You get what I'm saying?
Man, and
He was on that vibe. Trying to
Dame was like, "Yo, just forget the meeting, man. Just come with me to the set. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna set it up." And I was like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I wouldn't have forgot the meeting neither though, man. I'd have did the meeting too, man.
Yeah, he said the meeting was for you.
Yeah, I would did the meeting.
I was like, "Yo, man, do I go to this?" Because it was like a once in a lifetime type of, you know what I mean, ordeal. And I'm like, "Yo, man, what do I choose?" You know what I'm saying? Like I'm weighing the pendulum right now. And I'm like, "Yo, should I go to the Lyricist Lounge? Should I go to this meeting?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would go to the meeting.
Like, man, listen, and y'all brothers was doing. I mean, y'all was doing everything that we dreamed about as artists on that type of stage, on that type of platform. Man, it was like a
groundbreaking.
yeah, it was like a Saturday Night Live, hip hop Saturday Night Live. You know what I mean? Like in living. Man, it was awesome, man.
Thank you,
It
man.
was awesome.
I was just with Power 2 weeks ago. He actually came to that poetry event. I posted a picture on my Instagram with us together. But yeah, man. I mean, there's so much I could delve into, so many layers of stuff going on and what I do and where we're going with this music and education. There's so much other realms to hip hop that I just try to make sure I'm involved with it, and then I just try to give my advice and perspective on things, and then everybody you kind of got to flow the way you flow. But, that's my mindset. If I was going to give advice about anything, I would tell everybody like you are a book, so you should write a book. If you're trying to go forward at our age and stage, we're at the age and stage of where we are the teachers regardless. So you might as well put the knowledge into a format that helps you get propelled into other fields because, that's something tangible. So you need something tangible. So my way of doing it is saying, what do I have to hand off to somebody to help them take that to somebody else? And what's happening now is we want to do so much because we grew up in hip hop, but then we don't have nothing that's actually tangible to hand off to somebody to get us in the place that we need to be. So I definitely would say, hey, write a book or create something that's actually tangible and that you can hand off so people could get things going.
Hey,
How
look,
many seasons was the show?
I just want you to know I wrote a book. Words. I wrote a book, bro. Just wanted you to know. Just wanted you to know.
You did. It's a good book too. I read it.
Appreciate you, bro.
How many seasons was the show, Word?
It was 2 seasons.
It was 2 seasons, yeah.
2 seasons. So what crazy is, it being 2 seasons now, I'll be like, wow, I'm very appreciative it was 2 seasons because you watch Netflix, people be done after 1.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people be done after 1. So to have 2 seasons, I'm more appreciative of that now. And I'm just happy that I learned a lot because I wouldn't probably be teaching the TV and film stuff if I didn't pay attention when I was doing it then. But that's what allowed me to get these other opportunities is because I paid attention then.
Right.
Are those episodes? Can you catch it on YouTube anyway? Any kind of way?
Yeah, they're on YouTube. People have uploaded them. They're not the full episodes, but they do have like some of the skits on there. Shout out to Def Jeff. Jeff was like our quarterback. He was our
Word.
Patrick Mahomes when it came time to that, because at that stage, we was 20-some-year-old guys. You know what I'm saying? We was kind of like 20-some-year-old guys, and Def Jeff was our elder. Like, listen, y'all got to do this to do this. So he helped tame us, and that's pretty much helped train me to have that discipline. So that's the blessing of me. I've been around Master Ace in the group. I've been around Def Jeff. I've been around Prince Paul. So my elders have prepared me for everything that you see me accomplish now. I'm prepared because of their discipline and the talks I had with them. So that'll never be replaced. I still talk to them to this day. I text them if I need something or I got an idea or I need advice. So those 3 guys in general is probably why if anybody was to meet me, that's how I be form Voltron. I take a piece of each of them and then form me.
Hey, yo, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. My bad, so go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm just singing Def Jeff. Don't mind me.
Yo, it's crazy, right? Because when Powell was in the video for Diggable Planets, he called me. He was like, yo, I was just in a video. I was like, yeah, right, get out of here, man. He was like, yo, it's Diggable Planets, the new joint. It's coming out. And lo and behold, when I saw him, on the train platform, and I was like, oh, snap. Yeah. And he had told me, you know what I mean? Y'all was getting ready to do your thing with the Livers Islam. I was like, yo, man. I felt like I made it at that point.
Yeah, I think Power is like in over maybe 60 videos with the Afro. I'm not sure, but he has a list. And definitely, that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? So me and him, we were a huge band from there. But I met Power back in the days being around, but it was really we got close when we did a tribute to his dad, which was a boxer.
Word. And
we did a tribute event, and then from then on we became real cool. And he's like my bro.
That's what's up.
Hey, look, appreciate you, bro. On the way out, you take this with you. You don't have to respond. Somebody that we both know asked me to ask you, what is it? What will it take to get a Words and Ace feature? That's what they asked me. I'm not saying respond to it. I'm just saying somebody we both know. You only know 2 people that we both know, so it's one of them. Anyway,
once I get the beat, I gotta get the beat, and then once I get the beat, then I gotta say, do I think Ace would like this beat? Then I send it to Ace, and then we go from there. The
filter system.
I gotta go through all of that. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. But yeah, y'all, that's where I'm at, and that's the realm I'm in right now. But still doing the music, so I appreciate doing the music, and got a lot more music coming, and a whole bunch of other stuff though. That's like not necessarily music, but I try to tell us all the time, like, yo, these particular things for the sustainability of who we are, because this hip hop knowledge will get tainted if we're not the ones creating it.
Right. Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Hey, well, I appreciate you taking the time to join us, bro. And the
oh
name of the podcast is
yeah, the name of the
Wordsworth.
Yeah, where
podcast
can we?
is What Words Are Worth. If you go online for it's What Words Are Worth is on Wordsworth TV, and then also Organized Rhyme, University of Miami. Type that in, check that out. I don't, man, there's so much stuff that I only want to forget to promote. The book Socks is on Amazon. What Words Are Worth is on Amazon. That's another book that I wrote. And a whole bunch. Oh, get Two Kings album, the
Yeah.
vinyl. This is the CD, and we made it like a paper chip. Get the vinyl. The vinyl just started shipping. Man, everything's on all cylinders are clicking, man.
Beautiful thing, bro. I appreciate your time. Good to see you.
Thank
Hope
you.
all is well with you and the fam.
Salute words.
Peace, y'all.
All
You're a
right, bro.
legend.
Peace.
Word, word.